Hi, best friends. I'm Tabby.
And I'm Caitlin, and today we are discussing A Very Krampus Holiday by Katie Robert.
Katee,
Katie!
my love.
I honestly somewhat enjoyed this, like for what it is. Let me pull up on Goodreads. It has been rated 3.44. I feel like that's pretty fair. Because it's very short. Like,
I gave it a 5. I gave it a 10 out of 10.
yeah, I mean for what it is. So it says that this was actually one of her like Patreon shorts that she wrote in November of 2021. And it says some holiday stories are a little darker and sexier. This is one of those. And so it's a little like monster erotica novella about Krampus.
But it was so well written. It was so
Yeah.
well written.
Okay. The only things I noticed, there were a couple typos,
Yeah.
but
It's
the
a
actual
Patreon story.
exactly. I'm not holding that against her or
Yeah.
anything. But like that was the only thing I noticed. Otherwise, I was fully intrigued, entertained from start to finish. And
By the end, I fully trusted Krampus with my life, and
yeah.
I miss him.
Yeah, I would give it a 10 out of 10 for what it is. Like it's a little 15-page story. Let's talk about it.
So there's Imogen.
Mm-hmm.
She killed a man. Brick killed a man.
Just killed a man.
And she's on the run, I guess. I don't
Yeah, so I feel like her family, so she comes from
No
a
one
wealthy
knows
family.
she killed anyone yet, though.
Yes, they don't know she killed anyone, but they know she had like a breakup and they think she like fled because she's crazy. So she fled to her father's like hunting cabin in the woods and is absolutely like beside herself. She, it seems like the impression I'm getting is that she did plot to kill him. Like it was definitely planned, but it seems like it's because he was like abusive in some
Yeah.
way. Like she didn't technically kill him in self-defense, but she killed him to get away from him.
Yes. She felt like she had no other like option.
Yeah. And that I am not condoning murder, disclaimer.
But like good for her.
But like I understand it. I am a
Good
human
for
and I
her.
understand it. I support women's wrongs. So then we have the only other character in this book is Krampus. And
Krampus.
he shows up. He freezes time. He shows up on Christmas. And Imogen immediately knows what's happening. She's like, oh, this is because I killed a man.
She's like, this is bad. This is
She's
really
like,
bad.
I know the story of Krampus and I know I'm about to get fucked up. But really, she was just
And
about
she
to
just
get
got fucked.
fucked. So in our heads, Krampus was a baddie. We pretended he was not a monster.
In my head, he was a very strong man
Mm-hmm.
who did not have fur.
Mm-hmm.
He did have horns. I kept those in my head.
Yeah.
Was not scary.
Yeah. And I'm even
Like
okay with
he
I'm
was
okay
a
with the
little
hooves.
scary, but and he
Yeah.
had normal boy hands
Yes. You know, we're not fully on board with the
because he
monster
did
smut,
sound
but
a little bit like a goat.
yeah. Well,
Was he a goat?
I mean, well, actually,
Well, you know what? We're gonna read about it here in
yeah.
just 1 minute.
We're gonna talk about like Krampus as a legend here in a second, but overall, it was honestly good. Like it's only 15 pages again, but it had like a setup. We knew the background, plus smut and like a resolution that
And
like left it
yeah.
open. Like we think he might be coming back next year. But let's talk about that for a second.
Yes.
Because okay, so like we said, Imogen killed a man, right? And then Krampus showed up and he said it was for her penance. Like she got fucked for her penance. And I love that for her. But he was
like lucky girl.
lucky girl. And so he basically like he knew, wink wink, nudge nudge, that she killed a man. That's why he was there. And she was like, I'm not even gonna make excuses. He was like, really? You're not gonna say like it was in self-defense and blah
Because
blah
he
blah.
hits you and puts his
Yeah,
hands on
like
you and
because he's a
stuff.
horrible person. And she was like, no, like I fully take responsibility. But at the end, after they have like mind-blowing
With
smut.
his long tongue.
Oh, long tongue. We love that. We love that part. He says, like, because she's like, will I ever see you again? He's like, no. And she was like
She's distraught over
disappointed
this.
about that. Yeah. And so he was like, tell you what, like, leave me an offering next winter solstice and I'll be here. And so I was like,
She's
oh
like,
my
I'll do
God.
it. And he was like, we'll see.
Yeah, he said, we'll see. So I was like, is her killing the man an offering? Like, is he basically saying, like, kill another piece of shit and I'll be back?
I think so. Like,
Because
and
in
you
that
see,
case, I love
in
that.
just 15 minutes, Katee Robert has hooked me into the
Yes.
life of Krampus, and I want to know what happens next.
I want to read about next year. So literally slay, Imogen. Like literally kill again and
Yeah,
get
you
yours.
are absolutely winning in every situation right now.
Yeah. So she's just going to be the next vigilante, killing horrible, abusive men and getting fucked by Krampus every year.
Slay. So let's talk about Krampus and some of his history here. This is actually all just coming from Wikipedia
We love
because
Wikipedia. Donate if you can.
Wikipedia has never done me wrong.
Yeah.
So, Krampus is a folklore figure. He is a horned anthropomorphic figure in the central and eastern alpine folklore of Europe who, during the Advent season, scares children who have misbehaved. He is also Saint Nicholas's bestie, and the pair visit children on the night of December 6th, with St. Nicholas rewarding the well-behaved children with gifts such as oranges, dried fruit, walnuts, and chocolate, while the badly behaved ones all receive punishment from Krampus with birch rods. But Krampus Day itself is actually on December 5th.
Okay, but imagine you were good this year and St. Nicholas brings you walnuts. I would be so disappointed as a kid.
I'd be like, no, thank you, actually.
Like everyone else got sweets. Okay.
Although Krampus appears in many variations, most share some common physical characteristics. He is hairy, usually brown or black, with cloven hooves and horns of a goat. So he is a goat, I think.
Goat man.
But in my head, he's not. His long pointed tongue lolls out and he has fangs. Krampus carries chains because he's a little kinky boy, thought to symbolize the binding of the devil by the Christian church. He thrashes the chains for dramatic effect.
Okay.
Silly. The chains are sometimes accompanied with bells of various sizes, so you can hear him coming. Of more pagan oranges is the root, which is a bundle of birch branches that Krampus carries and with which he occasionally swats children. The root may have a significance in the pre-Christian pagan initiation rites. The birch branches are placed with a whip in some representations, and sometimes he appears with a sack or basket strapped to his back, and this is to cart off evil children for drowning, eating, or transportation to hell.
Drowning?
Yeah, he drowns them in the bag.
I mean, eating is fine, but drowning?
Yeah,
too far.
He puts them in the bag and he drowns them in the river.
So Imogen totally gets swatted with his little roots, his little birch.
And our homegirl Siggy Shade actually has written another novella called Birched by Krampus.
So they do be getting spanked by Krampus.
If you guys are into that.
if you just can't get enough of Krampus smut after this.
You just need some more Krampus in your life, I totally understand.
Yeah, go for it.
But that's Krampus, he's in a lot of movies, he's in TV shows.
Yeah. I need to watch that one Krampus movie that has the guy who
like
plays Ben
movie
from Parks and Rec. Yeah. Because I've heard it's like pretty entertaining.
I'd watch it.
What is that guy's name? His real name?
Adam Scott.
Yes. No, wait.
Yeah. Adam Scott.
Is it really?
I think so.
I just think, yeah, you're right. That is him. But what is the... Hold on, I'm going down.
Who's Krampus?
Oh, okay. I was thinking of Andrew Scott when you said Adam Scott. Andrew Scott plays the hot priest in Fleabag. Yes. Okay. Sorry. Their names are very similar.
He's also Moriarty in Sherlock.
Ah.
Fun fact.
Adam or Andrew?
Andrew.
Okay. Andrew Scott also has they're on YouTube, there's like a full version of Hamlet. where he plays Hamlet, and it's really good.
I'd watch that. Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Wow, I digress. So join us next week as we discuss Jingle Wars by R. Holmes and Veronica Eden. It's a cute little holiday thing.
It's probably one of my, well, it's not my favorite, but it's up there in terms of like
it's
Christmas
a good holiday
books.
read.
It's cute.
Yes.
And then the week after, we are going to be wrapping up 2023 with our year in books discussion. So we are going to, check in and tell you guys where we ended up finishing with our Goodreads challenges and what books we want to read next year.
Yes, and our favorite books from 2023. All of the good book discussions. So yes. Go ahead, get started on Jingle Wars. We'll talk to you next time. And as always,
let's get lit.